So today I'm going to be doing the fanfiction tag because if you don't know, I write fanfiction and I read it, so why not? So the first question is, I already answered it, but do you ever read or write fanfiction and why? Yes to both of those. I started writing it and I didn't realize that I was writing it. As bad as it sounds, the first fanfiction I wrote was based off of two characters from Hannibal, the TV show. And it was terrible. Like, not as in the writing was terrible, but it was bloody, and it had killing in it, and that was my first fan fiction, I do believe, in terms of TV shows. And why did I do that? I don't know, because I really wanted the characters to get together, and I thought it was an interesting storyline, so I figured I'd write it, and it never made it to the internet, mainly because the two characters, the shipping wasn't even existent, so I was like, whatever, I'll just keep it to myself. Okay, the second question is, how and when did you discover fanfiction? How old were you? Okay, so the first ever fandom I think I got into was Doctor Who, and then next came Hannibal, and I don't know how old I was. I'm 18 now. Let's say I was 14, because it was in 9th grade, so 14 I think, when I got into Doctor Who, and then the next year, or it might have been that same year, I don't know when Hannibal came out, but I really got into Hannibal, and that's when I started watching videos of the shipping, and then somehow, I don't know how I even stumbled upon fanfiction, but I did, and I thought it was glorious. No wait, actually I think I take that back. A movie called Stoker, that was my awakening, I think, because that movie was very, like, I'd never thought about anything like that, and then as soon as I seen that movie, I started looking up more stuff, and I think that's how I got into fanfiction. But if you want a weird, it's not a weird movie, it kind of reminds me of Psycho, if you've seen that one, the 1960 version. Incest warning, by the way. And that sounds bad to say, but the guy in it is attractive, so I mean, like, you know, okay. So, yeah, so I think I was 14, and then, yeah, just 14, okay. The third question is, how has fandom and fiction evolved since you found it? It's been pretty much the same. I came across it when it was like already out. Apparently back in the day that was even still a thing, so, I mean, there's different websites. I went to fanfiction.net first, and then I realized that AO3 was a lot better. Fourth question, do you still engage with it in the way you used to? Yes. I think at first I didn't read it that much, but now I do, since I'm in more fandoms, and I'm more interested in seeing characters that aren't supposed to be together get together, in all the different scenarios. Once I got into the X-Files, I was really into reading those back from a long time ago. So, what was that? I mean, yeah, so I still read it like I did. I mean, I think a little more nowadays. 5. Which fandoms do you enjoy reading and writing? Okay, so I've written for Gotham, and I've written for Hannibal. I did want to write Doctor Who fanfiction, but I couldn't come up with a complex alien, some kind of story for that, so I never got around to it, and I also never finished Doctor Who. But I'm really into, because I just finished The Following, and the lack of fanfiction on there is really depressing. It sucks, because I really wanted more with Ryan and Joe. Okay, and then I still sometimes read David Tennant, Doctor Who, random stuff. Oh, Sherlock. I really like Sherlock. I did write one uncompleted work for Sherlock, and I already said Gotham. I'm not really into any other shows at the moment that I can think of. Who are your OTPs? Okay, so, crap, I forgot the fandom. Once Upon a Time, I used to watch that show, but since I got rid of cable, I don't watch it anymore. But anyways, OTPs. Okay, so Nygmobblepot is one, and then Gobblepot, and then Scully and Mulder, which is, I don't even know what their shipping name is. I don't think they have one. Captain Hook and Charming, Ryan and Joe from The Following, and then Hannibal and Will. I mean, they're canon, basically, so I don't know if that counts. What does fanfiction mean to you? I think it means a lot, because it's a lot easier to read than a book, and, okay, so they'll have different scenarios. Say they'll gender bend the character, or they'll make a character gay when they're not supposed to, or how it's just different scenarios, and all these people come up with these different ideas, and I think it's really brilliant because it's coming from their mind, and you get to kind of see a part of them when you read it, and I think that's probably my favorite thing about people, is that you can learn about them through their writing or through whatever they're interested in doing, and I think it's pretty important to me because without it, it would just, I don't even know. It's important to me, and that's all I can really say about that. Do you prefer canon-based fanfiction or AUs, which is alternate universe? I'm very indifferent. I just read whatever I'm interested in at that moment, and if I'm looking for something specific. Tell us about a fanfiction you've either read or written. Okay, so I have some favorites. I'm not going to tell you guys about mine because it's a little weird. You don't want to hear about mine. I mean, you might. If you want me to talk about it, tell me to talk about another video or something. Okay, so my first favorite one is Providence. It's a Hannibal fanfiction. This is the best one I've read. 15 chapters. Basically, Will Graham is a book auctioneer, and Hannibal runs this pastry shop kind of thing, coffee shop. I remember, because it was like, it came out every Wednesday, a new chapter, and I'd wait so excited. I was at school and I could just think about this fanfiction. It was so good. The chapters are very long, but not too long. I can't even explain it, but you guys just have to read it. I'll put the link in the description. And then the recent one I have read, okay, so this one's Tear You Apart by Silent Singer. I'll put all the links in the description so you can just go and look at them. This one is a Edward and Oswald shipping, so Nygmobblepot. I can't really explain it, but you just have to go read it because it's freaking amazing. Warning though, it's kind of bloody and mature, so if you don't like that stuff, then I guess you probably shouldn't read it. And then there's The Bird and the Worm by Silent Singer and Resolve. That one is just as bloody and good as... No, wait, I don't think that one's that bloody. No, the other one isn't as bloody as this one, but this one is really amazing. There isn't too many Nygmobblepot fanfictions that I've got really into, and these two were probably my favorite so far. So I should probably stop talking because I'll keep talking forever, but hopefully you enjoyed this video. I'm practically ranting at this point. If you have any suggestions for me to talk about or video topics, then comment them or something. I'll put my Tumblr in the description so that you can send me crap. Mainly prompts or art or questions or comments, I don't care. If you do want to go to my main blog for some reason, then you go onto my side blog, and then you read the description, and it tells you my main blog. So, yep, thank you for watching.